It's a beautiful day here in Washington, D.C. at the 10th Annual National Walk for Epilepsy. I'm Chatty D.C., and we are here at the Talk About It VIP experience. We've got participants of the walk coming in, interviewing with us. Let's get a few of them now. Good morning, it's Chatty here at the 10th Annual National Walk for Epilepsy, and we are here in the VIP experience, Talk About It tent, and I've got Rebecca with me. Good morning.
Good morning.
So is this your first time out?
This is my first time here in Washington, D.C., but I've done it somewhere else.
How was the walk that you went to, the very first walk? What was it like?
It was cool, but I think it's shorter than this one. I don't know.
So what are you looking forward to today?
I like walking in this and everyone supporting each other because for epilepsy.
That's beautiful. What's one thing that you would want other people to know about epilepsy?
That people should realize that this is a cause that people should help other people with because this is important.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for stopping and talking with me today, and we'll see you out there on the walk.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Can I have a hug? Oh my gosh, you did such a good job. You are not shy. Good morning, Chatty here at the 10th Annual National Walk for Epilepsy. We are in the VIP experience Talk About It tent, and I've got a special guest with me. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Well, tell the people who you are.
I'm Chris Rivera from the Bronx.
Chris Rivera from the Bronx. Good morning. How are you?
Good. I'm good. Can't complain.
So what brings you out this morning?
To walk for seizures and, support the cause.
Does anyone in your family or any friends suffer from epilepsy?
Me and my uncle.
Well, what's the one thing that you would want people to know about people who do suffer from epilepsy?
That it's a big disease and it should be talked about more.
What's the one thing that you're looking forward to today?
I'm looking forward for everything, to be honest with you. I'm looking forward for the walk, my first time here, so I don't know. I'm, ready for the first time experience.
And can we just talk about your glasses really quick? They are dope. I love them. Where'd you get them?
I actually got them in Macy's.
In Macy's. Okay, next time you go shopping, take me with you.
All right, we'll do.
All right, and we'll see you on the walk. Thank you for stopping and talking with us.
All right, thank you.
Good morning, Chatty here at the 10th Annual National Walk for Epilepsy, and we are in the Talk About It VIP experience, and I've got a special guest with me. This is Greater Delaware Valley's outstanding teen, Madeline. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
So what brings you here today?
Epilepsy is my foundation for Miss America, and I've had epilepsy since I was 1. So it's really close to my heart, this foundation and this walk, because it really helps get the word out for epilepsy awareness.
So as a young person that has epilepsy, what would you say to other young people out there that also suffer from this illness?
I would say keep going. I was at points in my life where it was hard to see the future, and I finally saw the future, and it's great. The future is great, and you just got to keep going no matter what you're going through.
And what would you say to friends or family members that want to be supportive of someone that has epilepsy? How can they be more supportive?
Being more supportive as a family member is always being there for the person with epilepsy. Through their highs or their lows, everyone needs a friend or a family member there for them, especially with a person with epilepsy.
And how was the walk this morning?
The walk is great. It's a nice day out in Washington, D.C., and I'm having a fantastic time.
Well, we are so happy to have you here, and I'm going to be your honorary sister so I can get a tiara.
I know.
It's beautiful, and again, congratulations on your win.
Thank you so much.
Good morning, Chatty here at the 10th Annual National Walk for Epilepsy, and we are in the Talk About It VIP experience, and I'm here with spokesperson DJ Hapa. Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well. What brings you out this morning?
Oh, there's so many reasons why I'm here, but the biggest one is to be with the rest of this community, this amazing community out here, and find ways to end epilepsy.
How many walks have you attended?
Oh, wow. Quite a few. In this one, in regards to the national walk, this is, I was here for the first one, and I'm here for the 10th one.
And what's been your most memorable experience?
I mean, the first one, the very first walk, I thought was just incredible. This idea of bringing everybody together on like sort of the national stage in our nation's capital, I thought was amazing. Today, though, there's been so many, so many things to remember, so many memories. I've met a ton of people here who are affected by epilepsy, and just are such sweet people, and just is a constant reminder that we have a lot of work to do, that we've done a lot of work already, but there's still so much more work out there to be done.
Absolutely. And, today's theme has been pretty much everyone I've talked to has talked about education and support. So as a spokesperson, what would you say to people who are just not very informed about epilepsy?
Yeah, there's some great resources that are out there. I mean, epilepsy.com has a ton of information. So in terms of just the information part of it, that's there. To me, I think that one of the most important things that we all can do, especially those of us who are affected by epilepsy, is to continue to talk about it. And that's why I'm so supportive of what Greg and the team at talkaboutit.org is doing. I'm a huge fan of people sharing their stories. And I myself was diagnosed at the age of 17, and didn't really feel the need to talk about it. Felt very alone. Felt like I was the only one who had epilepsy. And I think like once I started to share my story, it was like a magnet. I mean, everybody all of a sudden had a story about epilepsy, and people started to talk about it. And I think that that's a big part of how to become more educated when it comes to that. And I promise you that everybody who's out there, I mean, epilepsy affects 1 in 26. More than 26 people. I think most people have more than 26 friends on Facebook or whatever it is. So if you put it in those contexts, I mean, I was on the plane over here, and there was probably 150 people on the plane. So there's probably 6 people on that plane that are affected by epilepsy, and that's crazy. So I think the more we talk about it, the more we share this, that takes the wind out of the sail a bit, that takes the stigma away a bit more. I mean, you look at other diseases, other things that people are affected by, like cancer, and people are very open about talking about cancer, and like we need to get to that point with epilepsy.
So for having been diagnosed at such an early age, what would you say to other teens out there to encourage them to open up about it to their friends, especially at that age range where,
the being a teen with epilepsy, I think, is very, very difficult. And young people have enough to worry about already. And then when you throw in something like epilepsy into the mix, I mean, it magnifies that, So I think that, like myself, I'm sure there's a lot of teens that feel very alone. And I think for teens to find one another is a huge resource. I also, though, have been completely inspired by some of the teens that are here who are supporting friends of theirs that have epilepsy. And I think like we just need to do a lot more of that and champion that. And everybody needs to know that you're not alone, that there's a lot of people out here that are affected by epilepsy, and that, there's people that you can connect to and have conversations with.
Absolutely. Hey guys, it's Chatty Patty here at the 10th Annual National Walk for Epilepsy. We are in the Talk About It VIP tent, and I'm here with Sleepy Man. Hi guys.
Hey, how are you?
So, okay, first of all, where'd you get the name?
Okay, so Johnny over here, this is him right here. He's 14, and when he was younger, the banjo is such a heavy instrument that he would lie on his back and play it because it was just too heavy for him to lift up. And we were just basically looking at him and saying, hey, it looks like he's sleeping, so we figured Sleepy Man.
Well, very nice. Well, what brings you all out today?
We wrote a song for our little brother Sammy, who a couple years ago he was diagnosed with epilepsy, and we're so thankful because he's over 2 years seizure free. But we wrote it for him just to encourage him, and we played it here today, so it was cool.
Oh, that's beautiful. So as brothers and friend to someone that has epilepsy, how would you encourage other people to be supportive?
I would say really just always be there for him, like you got to really put yourself in his shoes and see what he's gone through, how it affects his life kind of, and picture yourself in that position, how you'd want others to treat you and stuff like that.
Also, I would say too, prayer and trusting God through it all is extremely important. Yep.
And then how was the walk?
It was great. Yeah, we didn't walk the whole thing, but
we had to go back to sound check actually early, but it was really awesome. Such beautiful territory and everything is amazing.
And what song did you perform today?
We performed 6 songs actually. We performed some from our newest EP, By My Side, and then we performed the Man Your Corner song, which is the one we wrote for Sammy, as well as a new single we released.
And where can we find your music?
YouTube. You can find us on Instagram,
Yep.
Twitter, Facebook.
iTunes, Amazon.
Are you all from this area?
We're actually from New Jersey. Yeah.
Okay, so I got to interview the next big sensation, and they're from New Jersey, not England. I'm excited. Well, thank you guys for stopping and talking with us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
Appreciate
then,
it.
and
What's your
then
name?
Patty.
Tommy.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Thanks so much.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Good morning, it's Chatty Patty here at the 10th Annual National Walk for Epilepsy. We are in the Talk About It VIP tent, and we are talking to Team E4H, everything for Harold. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So, really quick, everyone, introduce yourselves.
My name's Tawana and I'm Harold's aunt. Pamela Johnson and I'm Harold's mom. Regina and I'm Harold's aunt.
Courtney Bays and I'm Harold's little sister.
Kiki and I'm his cousin.
Sabrina, Harold's aunt.
Nesma, Harold's girlfriend.
Well, tell me what brings you all out today.
Well, one, we're here to celebrate his life, bring awareness to epilepsy. You know, a lot of people don't know what it is. A lot of people are afraid of what it is. So not just to bring awareness, but to get additional information for ourselves. You know, I lost my son this time last year, so we just came up upon a year today of losing him. So it's sort of hard, it's sort of fresh for us, but we're here to bring awareness, to raise money, and, you know, just bring awareness.
As a mother of someone that had epilepsy, what would you say to other parents that are also going through what you went through?
Well, it depends on the type. So for us, it was difficult where he was an adult living with epilepsy, and he would have seizures in his sleep. So you wouldn't always know if he had one unless he injured himself, which wasn't often. So you can live with epilepsy. You can live. You can have a full life. You can do just about anything you want to do. There are minor restrictions, but you can live with epilepsy.
One of the things that I wish we had known, we just found out about today, is that there are monitors that he could have used because he had recently moved out on his own, and we didn't have any knowledge of monitors that could have assisted and maybe prevented his death. So I guess just if you have someone living with epilepsy before, or an adult that wants to move out on their own, find out all the information that you can find out just in case that person is alone and they have a seizure. Help can be on the way, because with him, we didn't know, and it was days later when we found out. So if we had known, just have known.
So for the family members here, how would you say family can be supportive to someone that has epilepsy?
Just from our lack of knowledge, making them be aware, researching, understanding what it is, understanding what the person is living with. Just more research and making yourself aware of what it is and what they should be doing and can't do, and understanding how someone who has epilepsy actually feel, the medications, how it make them feel, you know, no energy, nothing, just sometimes not wanting to do anything. But by you not educating yourself, you don't know what that person is actually going through. So education is key.
And last question for you, ma'am. What would you think Harold would want others who are also living with epilepsy to know?
Like I said, that they can live and they can do things that other people can do. And like she said, he was living on his own, and he had recently moved on his own, but he felt accomplished in doing that. So you can accomplish the things that you want to do. You don't have to just lay down and take it. You can fight it. You can fight through it. Unfortunately, he lost his battle, but he's with the Lord. So we're not worried about that, because we know who he was, and he was loved by all who knew him. So that just take that and just know that you can go and you can live.
Thank you all so much for sharing your story with us today. And his memory will live on through you all. Thank you so, so much.